So, good morning from Boston Lodge. It's just gone 6:30, and you join me here with Garratt No.130, as seen here. It's been parked on Five Road, and we are preparing it for the day's duties. So this is obviously the footplate, and we've got a procedure to do when prepping it for the morning's work, yes, I'll show you that. So the most important thing with regards to prepping steam engines is water. So if I show you there, these are our gauge glasses, and they tell us how much water we've got in our boiler. But that big thing in front of us is the brick arch, and that helps direct the gas flow from the fire and give a more economical burn of the coal. That's what we're going to lay the fire on, and that allows cold air to come up through, the fire and get it nice and hot, and then send the gas flow obviously around the brick arch through the tubes and boil the water. So take a lighter, and as is most things, it's quite tricky when you're holding the camera. Trying to get this raglan in a very wet Boston Lodge morning. You can see that in there is a layer of coal, a very thin layer of coal over the grate, and we've got a big oily rag in the middle that's currently on fire, and I'll chuck a load of wood on that and make it grow. Yeah, so now that rag's taken well, and the wood's taking nicely. And now we'll lay that. So then, it's all getting a bit lighter now at Boston Lodge this morning, and as you've just seen me light the fire, we can see our chimney. We can see our chimney giving a nice colour there, so I can tell that my fire is doing well. Wander round front of the engine. We can see our sanders here and there. We can see my driver there, Nigel, oiling up. There are two types of oil on a steam engine. You've got the steam oil, which is a heavier oil, and you've got bearing oil, which is a thinner oil. So here we have the mechanical lubricator. I'll show a close up here. And we can see Nigel oiling up an axle box at the moment. Good morning, Nigel.
Hello, how's it going?
Very well, thanks, very well. How are you going?
Super.
Excellent, excellent.
Crank pin.
Oh, crank pin. Right.
Because the pin is fastened to the crank.
Right.
And the oil goes in here. And get the cork out. Little oil reservoir in the top. Fill that with oil, and then as we're merrily choo-chooing down the track, that oil finds its way into the bearing.
I've got to just get out of jail free card today with a camera though. I'm joking, of course I'll clean everything. Good morning, Matt.
Good morning.
This is Matt, the locomotive manager. Anything to add?
No. You don't know how long I've been stood there, do you?
No, I've no idea. Here we are with the engine almost ready to go. I've gotten changed in some more appropriate gear to be nice and smart, and yeah, we'll run you through what we've done. So in here right now is the fire. See the water in the gauge glass there, bobbing away, half the glass, and 170 pounds. So here we are in Port Maddock, and it's a very nice morning this morning. It's nice and dry, the sun is shining, and as I say, it's not raining, is the important thing. First things first, this handle down here is the regulator. That's just like the accelerator in your car. You pull it up to take steam from the boiler and move it into the cylinders, and well, you control it into the cylinders. These gauges here, the steam chest pressure gauges, they tell us how much pressure is coming from the boiler, which is shown on this pressure gauge. So that's controlled by the regulator, just like the accelerator in your car. This big shiny metal business here is the vacuum brake. This is the reverser that controls the cut off the cylinders. A bit like the gearbox in your car. It's you want to wind it up for the more momentum and the more speed you get as you go along. One of the most important things is the injectors, which is controllable with this valve here, and we've got a small bypass here, and that takes steam from our boiler and via a mechanism of cones puts water into the boiler. And here's our guard. Here's Rob the guard.
Good morning.
I'm doing a vlog.
A vlog?
I'm doing a vlog.
I only have a vague idea what a vlog is.
And who do we have on the train today?
It's a group of Ymunwch County Councillors.
Okay.
And we entertain groups like that from time to time, explain to them about the railway, big contributor to their economy, etc, etc. I think we've got 8 carriages today. I think there's 14 of them, so I think that should be enough.
We do use a method of steam from the boiler down that pipe there into this, which is the injector, and this injector mixes the steam and the water. You can see it passing there actually a little bit, but this injector mixes the steam and the water via a mechanism of cones, 3 cones that are situated in the body of the injector there, and that delivers water up that pipe there and up into the boiler. Oh yeah. So we've been doing a bit of moving around, and well, we've been doing some very interesting manoeuvres today with the Garratt No.130, and you currently join me here in front of the old locomotive shed. The old locomotive shed for the Ffestiniog railway, and we can see the Garratt here parked on the Ffestiniog main line. This is a very odd manoeuvre for a Welsh Highland engine such as this. You don't often get to see them venturing up, you know, as far as this way up the line. So I'm joined here again with Rob, our guard, and of course we've still got the Garratt parked up, waiting for our guests to come back. And so tell me, Rob, volunteering to you. Tell me. I mean, I'm a volunteer. I live in Cheshire, Warrington, south, and I come down here and I volunteer. So tell me what volunteering is to you, Rob.
Well, I'm a bit older than Caleb, as you may have spotted. I actually first started working on this railway in 1967. I was a 17-year-old schoolboy then, and gradually worked my way up the ranks as a fireman and an occasional driver until 1982. Then the rest of my life took over. I went to live abroad for a while, and I just love it. I mean, you look around at the scenery. Show them the scenery, Caleb. I mean, what is it, 60 years since I first saw that view, and goodness me, I love it every time I see it. Of course, the weather's quite nice today. It's not always as nice as this, but you know, what better ways? It's my hobby. What better ways to spend your time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So there we are. We've disposed of the engine now, or we're disposing of the engine, truth be told. Fire's now gone. We've ashed it out, so all the ash has been taken out of the bottom of the ash pans. and we park the engine up, and as I say, we're filling the boiler now to finish it off. Once the boiler's full, we'll turn the main manifold, which is this one here, off. We'll turn that off, make sure everything's off. Well, I hope I've been entertaining for you all, and I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it and potentially consider volunteering sometime.